could one say that we're in the Aquarius age, and we left, the Pisces age, and then somehow don't acknowledge, the planetary world. You understand? The thing is, the people really understand what that means by we're in the Aquarius age. Pisces, is a water sign, water element. That sun sign have a water element. Pisces, being a water element, is emotional. Those signs are emotional, and they're also prophetic. So, you notice during that age, a lot of prediction was made. A lot of real brothers came, very prophetic. But people was a lot more emotional during the Pisces age. You would have said something to somebody, could have been physical altercation that would have had occurred more than likely as of now. But now we're in the Aquarius age, and that sun sign element is air. Air is symbolized with thought, with intellect. Now, why, if anybody had noticed that somehow it seems as if, people have became a little more intelligent, these days than before. Everybody seems, to have an intellect. Everybody seems to be more inclined to what is intellectual, instead of desires. The emotional age, people are more attuned with the lower self, with the desires. Now I'm starting to see that, people are starting to incline, to the higher self, and Aquarius also represent, truth. All right. So now, when you look at the attributes of both of these signs, esoterically, I'm talking about from the keys to the paths, to the Trump name, to the Hebrew letters, zodiacal sign. All right, so for those who really, interlinked in the mathematics, may take this into consideration. For those who isn't, just take this as a lead, that will eventually, bring you to better understanding. So according to the Aquarius, and numerologically, the key is 17, which is 8. And the path is 28, which is 1. Those who are familiar with numerology know exactly what I mean. And then the Trump name is the star. And the Hebrew letter is Tadadi. The star is ether. Right? So the Aquarius age is the etheric age. This is the age, when the DNA changed. And the ninth ether being definitely today not on the etheric plane. And for those who don't know what a ninth etheric being is, that is a kinky, hair individual who got 9 ethers in their hair. And that's really number 9, 9 ethers. This is the day for them to become ether. Go to the stars. The key is 17, which is 8. 8 is build, destroy. You understand? So this is the day for both because, what's around us is going to be destroyed. After these star beings, these star childs, crystal childs, destroy this shit, we're going to have to build something better. And the path is 28, from a logical 1. When absolute. This is the time. The absolute destruction, the absolute building. All right? Previous age of the equinox. Pisces. Key to Pisces, 18, 189. 9 first. Dark city being revealed. You know what I'm saying? And which gave birth to people in that age. You understand? And then the path is 29. What is that? That's 2. You know what I'm saying? Duality. When men will become one with a suffering creator. Now, in Aquarius Age, men will be one. Hebrew letter. That's the Hebrew letter. I like to pronounce it in its original tongue. So, yeah. And it's a study that when you learn ancient languages, your cranium will grow. So, people really need to start taking into consideration, studying these ancient languages because esoterically, you could understand a lot. Understand? By studying this stuff. So, 28 represent absolute. You know what I mean? So, this is the time. You understand? For absolute dominance, absolute destruction. There's no way that we could allow something perpetuate, into the next century as what's going on now. You understand? No oppression, suppression of people, starvation, incarceration, deprivation, manipulation, enslavement. You really think this stuff is going to exist in the world forever? You understand? So, some of these things will forever remain. But the thing is, this whole, structure needs to be destroyed because it's satanic. It became corrupted. See, a lot of brothers like to, associate masonry, demonic and all this other stuff. What you got to understand is that if you claim that you're an Egyptian, or that you claim, that you're immortal, for Timbuktu, you got to understand that what is referred to as a Mason right now, Grand Masters were your elders. So if you study our story, you'll know that there's righteousness in our story. You understand? So you study this way of life until you believe it's the right way of life, the righteous way of life. But you got to understand that what is referred to as masonry, not what you're studying as well. See, the problem is that when your science and when your mathematics were blocked off from you, you was no longer able to have access. Because you got to understand, man, that in the Western Hemisphere, people, melanated people, known during that time as Negroes, they were set back for 400 years. You know what I mean? And people had a 400-year head start. You know what I mean? That's a big head start. 400 years, to study mathematics, to study science, to study history, study geography, study everything for 400 years. And this Western Hemisphere, he wasn't allowed to learn shiznits, nothing. He didn't even really learn the language. It came out of your mouth. So-called English. They say we speak slang, right? They say our brothers who've been enslaved by the Spaniards speak slang. Our brothers from Mexico, they say they speak Spanish slang. Our brothers from El Salvador, Honduras,